Alright guys, so welcome to another what if scenario, and this is what if King Kong existed in the Primal universe. So without further ado, let's get into it. So, King Kong in the Primal universe. Now, when we talk about Kong, we have to specify as to which Kong are we talking about. For this video, we're talking about '06 Kong. Monsterverse Kong, whether it be Skull Island when he's young or, current Monsterverse Kong, he's just going to solo a majority of the Primal universe. Here, it's a little different. So '06 Kong, Peter Jackson's Kong, is the one we're using for this scenario. Now, Kong really just fits into the Primal universe. Really, he is just another monster another prehistoric creature you could see in the Primal universe. He is this gigantic ape who has all he has done is just fight. All he has done is fight prehistoric atrocities that are basically what he's going to find in the Primal universe. It's just Skull Island with more space. That's what we're looking at here. It's just Kong is going to be able to free roam and able to explore, but also in doing so, he's going to encounter more and more dangerous opponents along the way. But Kong's a fighter. Kong is going to come after any of these dinosaurs or prehistoric creatures in a full-on fight. Kong does not back down. He's just gonna pound his chest and be like, "Bring it on!" Yeah. So the big thing is that what are the chances of Kong running into some of these monsters? Pretty high, actually. There's no safe place in the Primal universe. There's really nowhere you could go in the Primal universe that would be considered a safe haven. Now, Kong would encounter dinosaurs the size of him, but he's encountered that before. The V-Rexes. The V-Rexes are the largest predator on Skull Island. But in the Primal universe, there are predators that are even bigger. There are dinosaurs and variants of T-Rex and other sauropod and other carnivores. Excuse me, almost committed a dino heresy right there. Other carnivores that are massive. But the thing is, Kong's got a big brain, and I do stress a big brain. Kong is going to come at these opponents not just with his fists and teeth, but also with a brain. Kong has basically learned how to use logs and stones and anything else he can palm and just bash you with it. Kong, that's one of his biggest assets while surviving on Skull Island, is that the dude literally had a bigger brain than every other monster there, or dinosaur. So it's not too different there. The thing is, though, unfortunately, is that there are worse things in the world of Primal that are more or less going to be a, equally big challenge for the King of Skull Island. The raptors. Remember the raptors from that one episode? Yeah. The ones that just swarm in armies? Yeah, they're just going to, try to drown them, overwhelm Kong. But Kong has fought the Venatosaurus, which are larger raptors. But the thing is that they hunt in, not so big packs. Not as big, but these raptors we saw in Primal just number in a huge, 50, 60 pack, and they probably would swarm him like ants. So Kong would have to, just constantly be fighting his way through them. And then the bat monsters, they're probably going to swarm him too, until, Kong gets so pissed, he's just going to climb up that mountain to be like, "Oh, you think it's funny because you can fly, huh? Well, guess what, asshole?" And what he's going to find there is a spider the size of him. So, yeah. Remember, I think people forgot. Oh yeah, there are giant spiders the size of Kong, if not bigger than him, waiting for him. So Kong's gonna have to fight his way against a monster that's venom could easily kill him. Then there's other threats as well. Humans. We'll get to there's humans that are, they're primal, they're very unevolved on one side of the continent. But I do think the ape men would probably worship Kong as a god. Like if Kong came across the ape men, they would probably see him as like the great ape god or something. Or there's also the possibility they would be like, if we kill him, we'll be the ape god. And God help us if like Kong managed to like swig that black ooze and just, could you imagine that, like Kong getting roided out like that and how bad that, you remember Spears Rage Out? Well, imagine Kong's. But there's no other way to put it. Kong is either going to be seen as a god or as like the ultimate challenge. Now, if he was in the other side of the world, he's dealing with humans that are more evolved and are capable of, forging iron and, bows and arrows. Kong barely held his own, Kong has held his own against humans with bullets. Thing of though is that they did overwhelm him, and being pelted with arrows does is going to piss you off, but also going to drain you. And on top of that, there's also, I don't know, magic. Yeah, primal magic is a thing too. So Kong there's a chance Kong could encounter like the witches that Spear and Fang encountered, or the demon that gave that Viking warrior the demonic abilities as well. So assuming Kong just wipes out a whole village in an attack, there's a chance he's going to run into a survivor who turns himself into a giant demon. So yeah, that's something Kong's never encountered for. This version of Kong is encountered for creatures that are of magical descent. And yeah, there are so many obstacles, like environmentally and other like biological animals, that Kong would have to face on a daily basis to overcome. Everything there is gonna try to kill him. But guess what? I really do think Kong could thrive here. Like, Kong could easily thrive in a world like Primal because he's lived there. He's basically lived in a miniaturized version all his life on Skull Island. So he's this Kong is battle hardened. He is grown up in an environment where all he does is fight. So guess what? You've just given him extra leg room so he can more or less be able to move around more. And if he doesn't like one place, he can just travel somewhere else. Yeah, but if a fight happens, guess what? He ain't gonna run. He's gonna beat you to death. So yeah, I could easily see the Peter Jackson Kong thriving, absolutely thriving in the world of Primal. But you guys tell me in the comments below, do you think Kong could survive in the Primal universe? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.